On this week's episode of The People, we take on the Titans at Cal State University of Fullerton to ask a couple students on what they think on how women's rights have progressed since the 1800s, as well as their current thoughts on women's rights.
Okay. My name is Shanice Hankins. I go to Cal State Fullerton and I am a psychology major. I think that women's rights has progressed slowly. We have made a lot of progress, but I do think there's a lot of obstacles that we still need to overcome. I am a psychology major, but I am pre-dental, so I'm going into the dental field. And I can say as a woman that I know that it's harder for us to get the respect that we deserve in certain fields. And when you tell people that you're a woman and you're trying to do all these things that men would just have an easier time doing, people kind of look at you like, oh, why would you try to do that? You know, like, it's kind of like, oh, you have high goals, you have high expectations.
Kevin Regalado. I'm a psychology major at Cal State Fullerton. On women's rights, I think it progressed fairly well, but there's still some things that obviously need to have improvement on, like the equal pay rights with either males and females. They should be, equal. Another strong factor with the progression of women's rights would be, like, for example, Hillary Clinton running for president. Before then, women couldn't run for president and do many other stuff.
History major, undergraduate, and I am attending California State University of Fullerton.
Okay, thank you. And what are your thoughts on how women's rights were in the 1800s compared to now?
I guess the only thing I can say is that women have come a long way in this country, and they have done many milestones, right? And so, but there's a lot of more work to be done. However, I do feel that with the female vote and having more women in power in public office positions, I simply thought that the female vote would be the contributing factor against someone whose misogynistic remarks, were heard around the world, right? And to have an incoming president with those attributes, I mean, how can I tell my children and grandchildren, like, how did we elect this type of individual? So based on Trump's victory, it just goes to show that there's a lot of sexism today across the country, and that's on you. Simply that there's more work to be done.
Hi, my name is Fee. I am a third-year Asian American Studies major, and I go to Cal State Fullerton. My thoughts on women's rights today would be, even though women have achieved a lot at this day and age, and I'm really glad, and I'm really, really supportive of everyone in my life, especially the women in my life, because they're doing great things. But at the same time, I feel like there's still certain oppression that women face today, although it's not as overt as it was back then, but definitely in everyday situation, in family life, in academic institutions, in the workplace. I feel like those, they still have some form of oppression on women. And so even though women have achieved a lot in this day and age, I still feel like there's a lot that we need to work on, even with our friends, with our mothers, with our grandmothers, with our professors. Certain things like that and certain everyday things we should be more conscious of them, and in terms of how they affect women and how oppressive they are.